Hello friends, my name is Professor Supriya Kulkarni from KK College Sandori. Today we are going to learn DFA and NFA, that means deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata in theory of computation. Firstly, we will discuss about deterministic finite automata, that means DFA. DFA refers to deterministic finite automata. A finite automata, that means FA, is said to be deterministic if corresponding to an input symbol there is a single resultant state, that is, there is only one transition. A deterministic finite automata is a set of 5 tuples and it is represented as m is equal to first tuple is capital Q, second tuple is summation, third tuple is delta, fourth tuple is Q0 and fifth tuple is capital F. There are 5 tuples in DFA where Q is denoted by a non-empty finite set of states present in the finite control, that means Q0, Q1, Q2 up to infinity. There are many states and it is represented as Q0, Q1, Q2 like this. Second tuple is summation. Summation is denoted by a non-empty finite set of input symbol, that means input symbols are binary alphabets. Now next tuple is delta. It is a transition function that takes two arguments, a state and an input symbol. It returns a single state. Delta is written for a single state. Now our next tuple is Q0. Q0 is a starting state, one of the state in capital Q. Q0 is our starting state and fifth tuple is capital F. It is non-empty set of final states, accepting states from the set of belonging to capital Q. F is denoted for the final state. When our state is accepted, then it is our final state. It belongs to capital Q, that means Q0, Q1 up to infinity. Now we are talking about non-deterministic finite automata, that means NFA. NFA refers to non-deterministic finite automata. A finite automata, that means FA, is said to be non-deterministic if there is more than one possible transition from one state on the same input symbol. That means there is more than one possible transition state. A non-deterministic finite automata is also set of 5 tuples and it is represented as capital M is equal to capital Q, comma, summation, comma, delta, comma, Q0, comma, capital F, like as DFA, where Q is a set of non-empty finite states. Next, summation, a set of non-empty finite input symbol, same as DFA. Delta, it is a transition function that takes a state from capital Q and an input symbol from and returns a subset of capital Q. Next, Q0. Q0 is the initial state of NFA and member of capital Q, that means starting set of NFA. Next, capital F. Capital F is a non-empty set of final state and member of capital Q. This is like as DFA. Now we are discuss difference between DFA and NFA. First difference is DFA stands for deterministic finite automata while NFA stands for non-deterministic finite automata. Second is For each symbolic representation of the alphabet, there is only one state transition in DFA. While in NFA, no need to specify how does the NFA react according to some symbol. Third difference is DFA cannot use empty string transition while NFA can use empty string transition. Fourth difference is DFA can be understood as a one machine while NFA can be understood as a multiple little machines computing at the same time. Fifth difference is in a DFA the next possible state is distinctly set, and in NFA each pair of state and input symbol can have many possible next states. Sixth difference is DFA is more difficult to construct while NFA is easier to construct. Seventh difference is DFA reject the string in case it terminates in a state that is different from accepting state, and NFA reject the string in the event of all branches dying or refusing the string. Next difference is time needed for executing an input string is less as compared to DFA. NFA time needed for executing a input string is more. Next difference is all DFA are NFA but not all NFA are DFA. And last difference is DFA require more space while NFA require less space than DFA. Thank you students for watching my video.